You are in Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, and it is time for our main event. He is the leader of the coalition, the Crazy General, and in this instance, he is vying to be #1 contender. Now, Dean, last week, I'm not standing up, I'm doing my job.
That ain't happening. You better worry about what's going on in the ring. You take yourself out of here as well. I don't consider you to be a real American out here disrespecting the American flag as you have done, out here putting people in body bags. As far as I'm concerned, you're a snake. You'll always be a snake.
All right, Dean. All right, Dean. We have to regain our composure here at the desk. You wonder why I call him the Crazy General. Well, last week, we saw some sort of secret meeting between Crimson and the OVW champion, Doug Williams. And I gotta wonder what that was all about. Is Crimson in on some sort of plan, or will that thirst for a shot to be the OVW champion again lead him into clean battle?
Well, one thing I will give them, and I hate to say this, but they do think ahead. Just like any good military mind, they are thinking 2 or 3 campaigns down the line as to what they need to achieve today to make the next domino fall. If there's a relationship that's been going on between Crimson and Doug Williams, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're thinking about some issue down the line, Gilbert.
Well, no doubt about it, this man was robbed. Jamin Olivencia's OVW title reign that he worked 8 years to achieve was erased from the record books in a flash when Doug Williams forced the hand of the board of directors in a blatant disqualification. That's in the past. Can Jamin leave it there now? Climb up the mountain, work his way back to the top, over Crimson, and become the new #1 contender to face Doug Williams at the Saturday Night Special. Michael Titus for the introduction.
Contest is your television main event scheduled for one fall, and it is to determine the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first from Buffalo, New York, weighing 210 pounds, Jamin Olivencia.
And Olivencia has such heart, but my goodness, in there against all those guys.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by the Coalition, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 250 pounds, the 5-star general and the leader of the Coalition, Crimson!
Is all the heart in the world enough to combat the numbers game that is always evident when you're dealing with the Coalition?
Unless we get the rest of these guys out of this arena, I mean, he's not in a handicap situation. He's in a one-man lumberjack match. My goodness gracious, having to worry about all these other idiots out here?
Man, listen up.
Keep
him back. Keep that insurgent back. Let me address my men before we go to battle. Although I truly appreciate all of your support, a great general leads from the front, and a great general leads by example. Men, tonight I'm doing this alone. You are dismissed.
Crimson sending his minions, the rest of the Coalition forces, to the back. Out goes Wayne, out goes LaMotta, out goes Jones, out goes Coleman, out goes that dog thing.
Well, that's the best news we could have had. I mean, I was just sitting there talking about how he's out here in a 1-on-80 situation, and Crimson sending his men to the back. A great thing for Olivencia.
I don't know. I got a sneaky, sinking suspicion that you never really get a fair fight when you're dealing with the Coalition.
Oh, are you
specifically
kidding?
Crimson?
No, I've told you time and time again, Crimson is an upstanding human being. He's a model citizen. He is everything that the Army is.
And you are the only person who believes that.
I highly doubt that I'm the only person. There is many, and I mean thousands of Crimson supporters.
Oh, you're not just gonna smack around Jamin Olivencia. He's not liable to sit around and take that, Dean.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as we get closer to our April Saturday night special on the 6th of April, make a note, tell your friends, spread the word. We are coming to WBNA Channel 21, 12 o'clock high noon on that same day. You're going to see us all over Kentuckiana, all around this part of the nation on WBNA, and then be here that night to see what unfolds.
And this match sets the stage for the main event at the Saturday night special. The winner here to go on and face Doug Williams for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
What matters most is to not allow Jamin Olivencia to become the #1 contender. Because
Why does that matter most?
Because he had his shot.
And he seized it.
He had 3 shots, and what happened?
And he
lost.
won each time. That's what happened.
No, yeah, but is he the
He
champion?
never lost.
Is
When did
the
he lose to
champion?
Doug Williams? It didn't happen.
He lost because he didn't get the belt.
The
Those are
record
the
books
facts.
will say that Jamin Olivencia is the winner.
No, it won't, because they got reversed, remember?
The decision got reversed, so he won by disqualification. It does not mean that he
didn't
did
get
not
the belt?
defeat Williams.
Did he get the belt?
A win
No.
is a win.
No.
And it is a travesty, a crime of justice that he is not the champion right now.
You
Right.
complacent fool.
Right now, Crimson working on the leader of the dog pound, Jamin Olivencia, using that rope to choke Olivencia. Right now, hey, a little bit. Here comes the leader of the dog pound, the pit bull himself, and what a knife-edge chop across the chest of the General Snake.
Olivencia is electric inside that ring. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. High octane, 200%, and he has turned it up even further because in his mind and in the minds of many of the fans here in OVW, the OVW Heavyweight Championship was stolen from Jamin.
It was not stolen from him. It was taken out of his possession because he, in fact, was the one who stole it in the first place. And that piece of dog meat is going to get his comeuppance here tonight.
Dog meat? Really?
Yes.
Keep going. He may just come on over to the booth.
He wouldn't dare.
Crimson finally trying to get himself back into the ring. Olivencia giving him enough space to do so. Olivencia realizing he's not going to get his hands on Crimson the way he wants to. Well, if Crimson keeps dodging him, running outside the ring, with that side headlock and drops Crimson on his rear end.
Head and arm takeover.
Oh!
Jamin Olivencia grinding in. Crimson able to turn it over. Olivencia back to his feet. Look at the torque there. Look at the way he's up on his toes, putting all of his body weight, all of his pressure grinding in on the neck of Crimson.
Come on, Crimson, you got to get out of this. You got to get out of this, because remember the whole point. What's the goal in this match?
Become the #1 contender.
And to not let Jamin Olivencia become the #1 contender.
What is the bigger goal for Crimson? Is it for him to be the #1 contender or to stop Jamin Olivencia? I go back to that meeting. What was Doug Williams doing in the Coalition's barracks?
Don't concern yourself. You know that they have this communication, this bond, this entrustment that they have with each other.
Why?
Because he was a paid mercenary at one time, and now they have the luxury of being.
Cover here, roll up.
Let me throw out another thought. Crimson's being the snake that he is. Crimson always looking, hold on, 2 and 3 moves down the line. What if Crimson is using this as an effort to take the belt away from Doug Williams? What if he's trying to get in Doug Williams' mind? What if he's inviting him into his camp so he can stab him in the back?
That's what you're doing over there, old man. You're doing all these conspiracy theories.
I'm just
You don't have
pointing
no
out.
facts. Why don't you try to do some horrible investigative journalism like this horrible anchorman over here?
The fact of the matter is that Crimson lacks character, and he is only in it for what is best for him. So one has to say that OVW Championship is what's best.
Oh yes, and you shady reporter, you've got character.
Yeah,
Oh,
like you.
I'm a reputable journalist, a well-established storyteller, and again, I just call the facts.
You won't say it, I will. A 3-time Emmy winner. Oh, man, and what a fist from Crimson.
Chocolate covered in gold paper.
Crimson follows it in, drives one in to Olivencia, another one into the side of the head, and one across the temple for Olivencia. Crimson right now bringing the big fist.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Olivencia spots it, stands up, turns around, perched second rope on the inside. A long way down.
Oh, now, what about that now, Gilbert, huh? Crimson's the one in control.
Got a cover,
Leg
forward.
Olivencia looking up at the lights.
That is a fact. You're right, Titus.
Yes.
Crimson with the upper hand here. Like I said, I just call the facts as they are.
No, you misconstrued everything and colorized them to be your opinion. That's what you do.
As you see Crimson right now taking this opportunity, not only is he catching a bit of a breath, but he's putting every bit of his weight on Olivencia. Olivencia trying to get himself back up to a vertical base. He's got one knee and then he's back up but can he drive that at home?
Oh, no, don't.
Separation here from Olivencia. Can he capitalize? Ducks the clothesline. Up and down goes Crimson.
He could have lost a tooth.
Olivencia finds it within himself. What a drop kick. Drives the general out here in front of the television desk.
Come on, Crimson, get up, get up.
Olivencia on top now. #1 contendership on the line. Who's going to the special to face Doug Williams?
Come on, Crimson, get up.
The official website for Ohio Valley Wrestling is ovwrestling.com. Log on for streaming video of the weekly TV shows uploaded every Thursday, talent roster with all the OVW stars, news on live events, the latest OVW home videos for sale, and complete information on the program known as the Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Training Center.
While we've been gone, hold it, got to cover 1, 2. While we've been gone, Crimson has been dodging. Crimson has been laying outside the ring. Crimson has been saying, I quit, I don't want to mess with this anymore. Olivencia turns his head, Crimson dives in.
He never said that. Those words never came out of his mouth. What? Crimson is a fighter. Crimson is a hero. He is a war hero, and he has come out here and he's going to prove his name again.
If you're talking, you're lying, Titus. #1 contendership on the line right here. The winner between Crimson and Olivencia going to the Saturday night special to face Doug Williams for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
If you ever want to leave this business, you can become a politician. Because if your lips are moving, you're lying.
Into the turnbuckle with authority goes Olivencia.
The Snake Crimson right now. The Crimson, he thinks he has the advantage as Olivencia reaches forward, just trying to grab anything to help pull himself out back up to a vertical base.
Olivencia being forced to climb back up the ranks, back up the mountain here in OVW after the torrid, heinous, disturbing way that the title was taken out from around his waist.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
Of course you did.
I enjoyed every minute of it. I wish
There's
I had popcorn.
a loophole Hold on. Oh, man, what a clothesline.
That was
telegraphed by Crimson and goes back into the grind.
Perfect maneuver. He goes back to it. That's what got him into the advantage spot to begin with in this match. Crimson is a smart man.
You can't take anything away from Crimson. He is a well-established, well-accomplished superstar. He's wrestled all over the world, TNA superstar, and a former OVW heavyweight champion. Again, I just really have to wonder where his allegiance lies. There was a meeting in
What does that matter? What does that matter? If you call the facts, all you're seeing is this match right now. Crimson versus Jamin Olivencia, and you're seeing what you're seeing.
Suspicious meeting last week between the Coalition and Doug Williams. Fact. Crimson is a snake.
Oh.
No, don't worry about that.
So that's why you gotta wonder.
All that is a circumstantial evidence. It's immaterial. I mean,
circumstantial. It's true. We saw the meeting unfold. The only thing we don't know is what happened.
What are you, an attorney? Who cares about that kind of stuff?
Everybody cares.
No, I mean, we forgot all about Jamin Olivencia fighting a locked door for 6 hours, so we can forget about it. Special meetings and barracks and pentagons and command centers.
Shut up! Shut up!
No.
Right now, Crimson with the upper hand on as he drives down into that lower back. Pulls up on the chin at the same time. Talk about something that will rip and burn the muscle fibers through the chest bone as Olivencia is trying desperately to get himself back up. Crimson's got this locked in, but Olivencia's turning into the pain. The only way out of it is to turn into the pain.
Or smash your opponent into the turnbuckle. Either way, try and create some distance.